In a small African village nestled between rolling hills and lush greenery, there lived a girl named Eneka. She was unlike any other in the village, not just for her captivating beauty, but also for her remarkable spirit. Eneka possessed an inner beauty that drew people to her. Her laughter echoed through the village, and her kindness touched the hearts of all who knew her. From the moment Eneka came of age, whispers spread like wildfire through the village. It seemed that every eligible bachelor in the surrounding villages had heard of her beauty and grace. The men of the village would gather in the shade of the baobab tree, their eyes gleaming with desire as they spoke of Eneka. Among them was Keke, the son of the village chief. He was handsome and strong, with a charm that could melt even the coldest heart. Keke had set his sight on Eneka, determined to make her his bride. But he was not alone in his pursuit. There was also Mansi, the skilled hunter, whose prowess with a bow was unmatched. He had spent countless hours in the forest, tracking prey with a skill that seemed almost magical. Mansi believed that Eneka would make the perfect companion, a partner to share in his adventures and achievements. And then there was Olu, the youngest son of the village elder. He was quiet and reserved, with a gentle spirit that opposed his strength. Olu had admired Eneka from afar for years, his heart throbbing with longing whenever he caught sight of her radiant smile. And let us not forget Lolu, the wise and learned scholar who could recite poetry that would make even the birds stop to listen. With his words as sweet as honey and his intellect as vast as the endless savannah, Lolu was convinced that he could win Eneka's affection through the power of his mind. But Eneka paid little heed to the attention she received. She was too busy tending to her family's feuds and helping her mother with the chores. She would look after her father's goats and sheep in the fields. She had dreams of her own, dreams of exploring the world beyond the village and discovering its wonders. As the days turned into weeks and weeks into months, the competition for Eneka's hand in marriage grew severe. Each suitor sought to outdo the other, showering her with gifts and compliments in the hopes of winning her favor. Keke would bring her baskets of exotic fruits from distant lands, their vibrant colors a testament to his wealth and status. Mansi would present her with skins of rare animals he had hunted in the forest, their soft fur a reminder of his skill and strength. Olu would offer her simple jewels he had crafted with his own hands, each one a token of his love and devotion. And now Lolu would sing her poems and verses, each more beautiful than the last. But despite their efforts, Eneka remained unmoved. She appreciated the gifts and kind words, but her heart belonged to neither of the four. She longed for something more, something that could not be bought or won with the promises of riches or tales of bravery. One day, Eneka made her decision. she would seek out the wisdom of the village elder, the wisest man in all the land, and ask for his counsel. With the determination burning bright in her eyes, ENEKA set out on her journey. She walked for hours, her footsteps steady and sure, until at last she reached the elder's humble abode. The elder welcomed her with a warm smile, his eyes twinkling with curiosity as he listened to her. He listened keenly as she spoke of the 4 suitors who vied for her hand, of the gifts they had given her and the promises they had made. When she had finished, the elder nodded thoughtfully, stroking his long white beard as he pondered her words. Then, with wisdom, he spoke. "My child," he said, his voice gentle yet firm, "true love cannot be bought or won with gifts or promises. It is a flame that burns within the heart, a bond that transcends time and space. Only when you find someone who sees you for who you truly are, who cherishes you for the person you are inside, you will know that you have found your soulmate." ENEKA listened keenly, her heart swelling with hope as the elder's words washed over her. She knew what she must do. With a newfound sense of purpose, she bid the elder farewell and set off. As she walked, her thoughts turned to the 4 suitors who had sought her hand. She thought of Keke with his charm and charisma, of Mansi with his strength and bravery, of Lol with his quiet kindness and unwavering devotion. And then, in the stillness of the night, she realized that none of them were meant for her. For true love was not to be found in grand gestures or bold declarations, but in the quiet moments shared between 2 souls who understood each other completely. With a heart full of hope and determination, ENEKA returned to the village, ready to embark on a new chapter of her life. And though the suitors continued to vie for her hand, she paid them no mind, knowing that her true love would find her when the time was right. As the months stretched into years, the villagers began to lose hope. They wondered if ENEKA would ever find a suitor worthy of her affections, or if she would remain forever alone, like a flower destined never to be plucked. But then, one day, a stranger arrived in the village. He was a traveler from the city. His name was Mono, and he had heard tales of ENEKA's beauty. Unlike the other suitors, Mono did not come bearing gifts or boasting of his prowess. Instead, he approached ENEKA with a gentle smile and a kind word, his heart open and his intentions pure. From the moment they met, there was a spark between them, a connection that neither could deny. They would spend hours lost in conversation, sharing their hopes and dreams beneath the shade of the village oldest tree. As time went on, ENEKA realized that she had found in Mono what she had been searching for all along. He saw her not just as a prize to be won, but a partner to be cherished. A soulmate whose presence filled his heart with joy. And so, on a warm African evening, with the setting sun, ENEKA and Mono were joined in marriage. The village rejoiced at the union, their voices rising in song and celebration as they danced beneath the stars. From that day forth, ENEKA and Mono would walk hand in hand, their love shining brighter than the brightest stars in the heavens. And though the other suitors may have been left longing for what might have been, they could not deny that ENEKA had found in Mono a love that was true and everlasting. And so, the story of ENEKA, the jewel of the village, spread far and wide, a testament to the power of love and the wisdom of the heart. ENEKA lived a life filled with joy and purpose, a spirit shining bright for all to see. And that is the end of my story today. Kindly leave a comment of where you are watching from and what you have learned from my story. Thank you for watching and see you on my next one. Bye bye.